This is an operator's control panel for a computer. All the lighting effects and button pushes are controlled by an Arduino microcontroller. And you can basically program the buttons to do whatever you want to. Just so, as an example, I programmed the orange button here to open up Outlook. So if I push it, up pops Outlook. I'll close it. If I push these two blinking green buttons, Winamp will pop up and play the Halo theme. And if I push the red button right here, it locks the computer. But really, you can program the buttons to do anything. The button pushes are controlled by a program called Gobetwino, and it basically parses the button pushes, and it can open up different programs based on what you push. So when I hit the orange button here, you'll see the command pop up right here, and there it pops up. And of course, you can customize all the lighting effects. So, for example, if I hit the two green buttons, well, that's not that interesting. But if I hit the orange button, I think I programmed some. Yeah, there's some lighting effects. Or if I hit the red button and lock the computer. But there's some other stuff. I'll show you what else you can do. So while launching programs and doing Windows operations is pretty nifty from a blinking control panel, I figured I'd make it even nerdier and use it to operate the NoLimits roller coaster simulator. So first I will launch the program from the control panel, and you got to do that for the Gobetwino program to know what program to send the button pushes to. So I will select a track I made a long time ago and write it. And first I will put it in manual mode. Kind of move around so we can see the in-game control panel as well as my real-world control panel. So basically I made the two green buttons here dispatch buttons. I made the orange button to control the restraints, and I made the red button here as an e-stop. I ran out of places on my my panel here, but if I had another place I'd put a switch for the gates. So if I push in the orange button, you can see the restraints open and the orange light blinks to signify that the restraints are open. I can hit that button again to close the restraints. I'll show you the e-stop in a second, but I'll have to push both these buttons right here to dispatch the train. Okay. And as soon as the next train's coming in the station, I'll push the red button here to show you what the e-stop does. There's also a piezo speaker element inside the control panel here on the breadboard, and that will basically create a warning sound that I programmed in when you hit the e-stop. So you see, when I push the button, the red light flashes, there's a annoying beeping sound to signify an e-stop, and of course the train is stopped in the station. So I'll undo the e-stop here and let the train come in, and I'll dispatch that train again. You can see the lighting effects when I dispatch the train. Right, dispatch the train. And of course the e-stop. That has custom lighting effects. And then the next train comes in, of course the orange light blinks. But anyway, you could, like I said, if I had another place for another button or switch, I would add another one in to control the gates. But really, there aren't too many limitations when it comes to what you can do with Arduino. Of course, this is a really basic demonstration of what can be done with an Arduino board. There aren't really that many limitations.